Bodyguard and yeah.
The bodyguard taking.
I don't know.
Leslie, what would you do if you find a treasure that has some $1 billion in it?
I'd get it and waste it.
Get it and waste it. Ricky, what would you do? The same thing?
That's good.
Actually,
I would build a church.
No, I give it to God.
you give it to God.
10%.
Just said you?
10%.
I would give like half of it to God.
Half of it to
Because
God.
I'll duplicate it.
And what would you do if somebody else knew about it and wants to steal it away from you?
I'll give
Kill
them
'em.
part of it. I'll give them some and keep some. They already got it.
I'll say, how much does it take to show?
Somebody went to stole it.
Like, for example, the guy in the Bible, what did he do?
He hid it under the ground.
He hid it under the ground because he said, who foolish guy is going to go to a field that doesn't even look very rich, that looks kind of, doesn't have anything special, I better hide it underground. But then he said, well, what can I do now to still have it as my own? Because the field wasn't his. So what he did was, he sold everything that he had, and with the money that he got of everything that he sold, he was buying the field. So officially, the field was his. So as soon as he got the field, he took out the treasure, and he started using it. Maybe in the same things that you guys were saying, that you said, I'm going to spend it, I'm going to give half away, I'm going to waste it, or I'm going to use it for something good. Whatever it is, you're using it for. And in the same way, this guy of the Bible did exactly the same thing. The first thing that he realized was that there was a treasure on something that didn't even maybe look good, or that didn't even was so special. But he realized, wait a second, there is a place, there is something special that I found this, and this is mine. And actually, if you see it like that, it is that each and every one is a treasure. And sometimes it might be that somebody else is going to tell you, you're never going to do something special. You're not that special treasure. You don't have any good talents that you can change the world. Who in the world do you think you are? And sometimes there can be something against you. But in the same way, if you really, really know what you have inside of you and what treasure God has placed inside of you, because that's where everything goes back again. Everything is about how God created you and how you're going to use it. About what is it? About how God created you and how you're going to use it. Because also in the Bible it says, if you find a treasure and you just hide it, it's not worth nothing. Or the Bible says, if you have a whole bunch of talents, but you don't use them, it's worth nothing. Why? Because if you don't use what God has given you, you're wasting your time. And you're like slipping away the purpose that God has given you. Because even from the beginning of times, He said, I'm going to create every one of you unique, in a special way, with a special purpose, and with a special plan. But then, when you grow up, what are you going to do with all these things? Who of you has a really good talent?
My talent is pretty bad.
Who has a talent, so a gift that you can do really, really good?
I can look very good.
Everyone, Anthony, what gift do you have?
Gift of poetry.
No, he doesn't.
Some girls have the
He
gift
has
of
the
speaking.
talent.
Exactly.
That is
You
lame.
won.
That's my gift. I have no gift.
Yes,
Okay,
you
yeah. I just haven't developed it yet.
The rest is going with
Claudio, what gift do you have?
I can sing
You can sing.
like Whitney Houston.
That's actually true. It's like Odi.
I can play Halo like these.
Actually, each one of you has a special gift, a special talent. But God doesn't want that you hide it. Because what happens if salt is losing the flavor?
It's nasty.
Salt?
It's not salt anymore.
It doesn't work for anything.
It's not salt anymore.
It's sugar. Is it?
It's sodium chloride.
Or you cannot use
You
it.
learned something.
In other words, it's useless. God doesn't want you to waste your time. Remember last time that we were talking about time? To use it correctly? If every one of you is a treasure, if everyone of you, God has given special abilities, special gifts, then don't hide it, but show it. Who of you knows what is in here?
Candy.
No, something else is in there now.
Chocolate.
I'm
Picture.
guessing there
It's
is.
gonna be a picture of
Um,
me, like SpongeBob where you pull a string.
I don't know. I don't know. What is
Let's
it?
say money.
Stars? I don't know.
No.
Money.
Wait.
Coins?
Nothing.
It's gonna be a Bible.
Love.
Jesus.
Bible. Timer.
Glasses.
Hannah Montana.
Oh, imagine.
That's not a nice imagination.
What else? What else?
Crystal.
What if I would tell you in here?
Cookie.
Ricky said it
I'm in
already.
there.
I said the Bible already, huh?
I already got it.
Oh, I already said
Crystal.
it. Crystal.
Cristo?
That's not right, it's gonna rock.
Jesus Christ?
Ugly, pretty.
Oh, I know what it is.
Somebody there.
I've seen this magic trick before.
Soup.
Crab.
One,
It's Crystal
two.
reference.
It's not me.
Nothing.
Okay. I know it. Oh my.
It's the wrong way.
Oh. Somebody stole from down there.
Yeah, that's true. That's what's down there.
Look, would you ever imagine that in this box could be something precious like that?
Yes.
I don't know, do I fit in it?
Oh wow.
Let's try it.
In the picture.
Would you imagine that?
Yes, because something precious can be in every box. Poetry.
That's poetry. Something special, something precious can be in every box. Imagine you're the box, and this is inside of you. Something that is
As ugly as all of you.
a value that you can never count. A value that you can never imagine. A value that is never ending. In the same way you are, and in the same way God sees you. So when you look at your life like a treasure. A treasure that God is saying, don't hide it. Don't hide your talent, and don't hide the way that He created you. In the way you are, you're perfectly made. Don't change your face for something else. There are so many teenagers that try to be like somebody else. They try to act like somebody else. They like to be like somebody else. They like to speak like somebody else. They like to be famous like somebody else. But for God, that doesn't count at all. Because the only thing that God is looking at is that He made you unique in the way He wanted you to be. And in that way, it's perfectly right. So instead of trying to change yourself for somebody else that you're never going to accomplish to be, just be yourself. And be the one that God created you. And when you're going to do it, it's like a panorama is going to open up. And what is going to happen if you just be like God created you to be? If you just do the things that God called you to be, what you're going to do is you're going to shine. And you're going to shine like nobody else. And God is going to direct your path like nobody else is. And God can lift you up even when nobody else ever thinks that it would be possible. And all your dreams, all the things that you want to do, it's going to come to life. And He's going to lift you up. And you're going to shine wherever you're going to be. Just like this treasure. In the box, it didn't shine. It didn't have any power. Nobody took attention on it. But when I open it up, ooh la la, look what came out of there. Cute. And it was the whole time there. Well, at the beginning, it was hanging there.
So Candy can start coming to you.
But the thing is that the treasure is always inside of you. You just need to take it out. And you just need to make it shine. How are you going to make it shine?
Being yourself.
By opening up.
To say, God, here I am.
And show me who you really are.
To show who you really are, exactly.
Buy some tanning lotion.
You don't need any. You're very tan. All right. So over here, that's the only thing that I want to share today. Right now, we're gonna have a time of praise and worship, and